Letitia James, according to the indictment, said that she had a primary residence at this secondary home for purposes of insurance. I believe, and I don't know for sure, we'll have to see what happens, that that's insurance fraud.
A few moments later.
2 new criminal referrals for Letitia James. Now he's claiming that James falsified information on homeowners' insurance applications in both states.
Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button. My people know that it helps us out a ton, and of course it helps you, because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, your girl Letitia James has been hit with yet another criminal referral. Y'all, this is something we previewed a year ago. Believe it or not, if you remember, she skated on her mortgage fraud case, y'all, due to a technicality. She didn't even have to go to trial for that one. But we also talk about the fact that maybe, just maybe, if there had been some mortgage fraud, that possibly there may have been some insurance fraud as well. And now it looks like federal regulators are referring her for a potential insurance fraud case, y'all. So, we're going to look at that today. And let's just go ahead and get into it. Y'all, without further ado, let's jump into it.
Breaking news and the move toward another potential federal prosecution of New York Attorney General Letitia James. Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson. The president's top housing official has issued 2 new criminal referrals for Letitia James. The director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency sent the referrals to the U.S. attorneys in Florida and Illinois. Now he's claiming that James falsified information on homeowners' insurance applications in both states. James previously pleaded not guilty to federal bank fraud charges, but that case was later dismissed. And in a statement tonight, an attorney for James accused the Trump administration of, quote, abusing their power to pursue a vendetta against her by trying to rename, refile, and repeat baseless allegations.
Here, CNN reports, top Trump housing official issues new criminal referral for New York Attorney General Letitia James. President Donald Trump's top housing official, Bill P.Y., issued 2 new criminal referrals for New York Attorney General Letitia James on Wednesday, attempting to revive the administration's ongoing legal pursuit of one of his political opponents. According to a person familiar with the matter, P.Y., the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, issued 2 referrals to the Justice Department, one to the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois and another to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida. Both referrals allege suspected homeowners insurance fraud. Point 1 referral claims James may have defrauded an Illinois-based company, Allstate, when she submitted a homeowner's insurance application for her Norfolk, Virginia property. The other alleges she may have misrepresented information on her homeowner's insurance application to a Fort Lauderdale, Florida-based company, Universal Property Insurance. A DOJ spokesperson told CNN the Department of Justice can confirm that referrals were received by the U.S. Attorney's offices. Now, y'all, we previously shared more detail about this, so I'm going to include that context. PY, a year ago, hinted that these criminal insurance fraud referrals might be coming. So, this information is not entirely surprising because, again, PY had hinted at this a year ago.
I'll raise one other thing with you, Laura, which was fascinating in this indictment that U.S. Attorney Halligan did. She lays out in there, and I didn't know this, but it's fascinating to me, that Letitia James, according to the indictment, said that she had a primary residence at this secondary home for purposes of insurance. I believe, and I don't know for sure, we'll have to see what happens, that that's insurance fraud. And a lot of people just think, Laura, well, it's mortgage fraud. You have downstream crimes when you have mortgage fraud. You have insurance fraud, you have tax fraud, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see a superseding indictment, but of course that would be all up to the DOJ.
Very, very interesting.
So now those allegations of insurance fraud, this is from Gateway Pundit. This website has been on the forefront of breaking down all of these mortgage allegations and is reporting on potential insurance fraud as well. Now, where would the insurance fraud come from? According to Gateway Pundit and to my own background, I can say that this makes a lot of sense. It says here, firstly, this regards James' claim of residence for a home mortgage in Norfolk, Virginia. Whether a home is owner-occupied or not plays a significant role in how insurance companies determine rates for homeowners insurance. Owner-occupied homes, the primary residence in which the homeowner actually lives, are typically considered lower risk by insurers. They believe that these homes are better and regularly maintained and monitored, and that issues like water damage, fire, or theft are more likely to be caught early or prevented altogether. As a result, insurance premiums for owner-occupied homes are generally lower. In contrast, non-owner-occupied homes, such as rental properties, vacation homes, or vacant houses, pose a higher risk and usually come with higher premiums. For rental properties, landlords need specialized insurance, also often called DP3 policies, that covers dwelling liability and potential loss of rental income. So, as you can see where this is going, if you are claiming that you're going to own or occupy a rental property, that is something that can be considered fraud because the benefit to you is that you get the owner-occupied insurance rate, which is going to be a lower rate usually than if you were to take out an insurance policy for that same dwelling, that same property, but as a rental property. So yeah, y'all, looks like your girl has some new cases to attend to. Do you think that these cases will go the route of the last cases where she was able to get off on a technicality? Or do you think that perhaps these cases have any legs? Do you think that these are even real cases? And if so, do you think she might actually see the inside of a courtroom this time, aside from just pleading not guilty? Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment down below. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Make sure everyone knows what's going on, because this could develop into something that has significant legal implications, and it's important to follow the story as it unfolds.